child. What time is it? I still got a minute or two. Ain't nobody here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I hope you look good. So, let's figure out this whole... Yes. Okay. Where did that go? Oh, you'll be seeing me struggling and stuff. I hope y'all didn't see my butt up in this place. I've been struggling. Jesus is the Lord and Savior, banaki. Oba munda byakabina mwa abamanyi kubanga nange binsobedde. How y'all doing? What's up, my people? I think today I am officially a dunderhead or a clutterhead. Sibitegera, I am just flat. You did see my ass? Oh, wow. Hey, this issue of wearing different things, banage. I was trying to get down. I'm trying to be honest, today I am a little bit flustered. I think I literally had like a weird morning. I think I even have bags under my eyes, but that's besides the point. How y'all doing? What's popping? What you been up to? How was your week been? Oh yeah, I think I got it. Okay, so let's go over to Facebook and let our peoples in. Where are we at? Hi. I think I'm going to cut out the part of my butt as soon as I get out of here, because damn. Oh, Lord have mercy. So, I'm trying to get my bearings for Facebook right over here. And then I have my laptop, which is also bugging me. My body looks good. Oh, thank you. So I think we're going to be... Where is me? Where is me? Me is this side of Biden, just also trying to figure it out. Oh yeah, so I think the Facebook family is on too. Let me know. Oh, I hate putting on my glasses because it gives you all the glare. So, ladies, have I told you how beautiful it is to not plait your edges? Man, I had lost all my edges and they're literally just growing back. Child of God, I feel proud. Oh, big shout out to everybody and wherever you are watching us from. I would like to know from the Facebook family if y'all can hear me. I need to first figure that bit out. Can y'all hear a sister? Change because I'm trying to figure out. Wait, my room. Okay, right here. Let me know, people on Facebook. Can you hear me? Or yeah, big shout out to everybody. Can y'all on Facebook hear me? Please let me know. I just want to know. Hi. The volume is low. I figured it. I don't know why this phone does that. I put for my gezi. The volume is down. Okay, so that means I have to wear my headsets for y'all, because I'm already wearing this for the YouTube family. And that means I have to wear one for y'all too. So you'll give me a minute as we try to figure it out, right? We're gonna figure it out. Don't you bother. I got you. I'm going to figure it out. Other than that, I hope y'all are good. Just a second, people. Just a second. Right about now. I know. So y'all better understand that my makeshift studio be acting up. You can't hear. Okay. Just a second. Just a second. Y'all see my background? I literally put that up myself. Can you believe that? The video is blurred. Which video is blurred? Is it blurred on Facebook? Okay, Facebook, can you now hear me? I want to know. Let me try to clean this up because y'all are saying the video is blurred. To my YouTube familiar, which video is blurred? Let me know. I want to know that to Simbule FMB. I don't know if this is going to affect you. Just a second, people. I'm gonna tack this in. Man, years of working on air ruin you because you have a DOP who is doing all this stuff. So the video on YouTube is blurred. Are you guys serious? Where you're watching from? Which video is blurred? I don't get it. It could be your phone. Clean your cameras or something. I hope the people on Facebook are now doing good. That means we're not going to be live for a long time on Facebook because my battery dies in a short time. I just didn't. I think I'm going to try and make it. Oh yeah, I think it's your network that has a problem. Whoever is saying that the video is blurred. But hey, welcome. Welcome. How was your week? I hope you guys had a good week. I had a relatively somewhat okay week. I'm not going to complain that it was bad. It was good. It was okay. Yeah, for everybody watching my live on Facebook, before you begin saying anything, this is a makeshift studio. I literally put up that screen so if anybody comes up here and begins saying anything about my video and background, mbase. Anyway, good Lord. Yes. Big shout out to everybody where you are. I can't say that enough. Big shout out to you. I hope you're doing good. I hope everything and everybody around you is good. For those who lost a loved one, I'm really sorry about that. For those who had a baby, well, congratulations. For those expecting, congratulations. For every walk of life, I just want to say we good. I got you. I'm happy for you. Yeah. Sibatis and Njabatisa. I missed y'all. So this week has been such an entertaining week for me, if you ask me. So first thing I wanted to get into. So y'all know how someone said on Twitter, because I be petty on Twitter, for all of those who want to know where I'm at and where you can literally talk to me in time is on Twitter. So I was on Twitter, I think it was yesterday, right? So I'm on Twitter and then I chance upon this tweet by Anita. Is she Anita? Now get wet Koboko. That idiot pisses me off. She really pisses me off. But there's nothing we can do about her because she's here, and well, the regime so she posted, she goes and tweets, she goes and says, she said, Museveni must come back or must stay, and I mean it. So I was like, this heifer right here. Omanyi waliwo abantu b'otunuulira nga basaana ngolo nga tulina namukuba kinene no gomanye ngolo nga bw'enyooma engolo enyooma omuntu yandikukuba oluyi naye imagine omuntu n'ava eri n'akukuba engolo mulimu abantu nga bo beetaaza kukuba ngolo just kubanyooma, just to make them feel small. Good Lord. She goes on Twitter and she's like, oh, he has to stay. I'm like, what else would you say? Honestly, people, think about all the people that give us headache in this government, right? All those people who are on Twitter and Facebook and all these platforms being very loud dunderheads, just being so vocal about nonsense. But think about them as ordinary citizens. Do you think they would stand a chance? Just was them, because me when I told Anita, I'm like, of course you need him to stay. Some people cannot accept the fact that if Museveni is not here, they will go back to oblivion. They will never amass any wealth. There will be nothing because they have absolutely nothing. They do. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, Baba tusibieko. Because Anita comes on social media and she does the mostest. At times I wonder if she knows her position or if she actually understands how to reach out when it comes to Twitter, because the internet never forgets, and on Twitter we don't delete. She be saying stuff and I'm like, damn, she's stupid. But anyway, to each his own. Say yabawe mirembe. So that was one of the things that actually made my day. Another thing that actually took me into a place of like, Naemu, I think it was yesterday. Nakagudde right? Nakagudde. What's his name? Kaya Wisdom said something about Uganda Airways. He says they took off 2 hours before they were supposed to take off. So he missed his flight, and then they're out here telling him you can fly on a Sunday. I'm looking at the whole saga. Of course, there's some parts that are missing. There's some parts, excuse me. There are some parts in that story that are quite, if you ask me, they're a little bit, they're not there. But, have you noticed that Uganda Airways is the only airways and airline, actually airways, it is the only airline that operates like it is a taxi stage. Like they do their own thing. We are on vibes and inshallah when it comes to our airline. I bet you all these other airlines from these countries look at us and they're like, how do they even? Can they even? It bothers. It bothers the mind. Doesn't it bother you guys? Bagaye nyonyi bazifuula munga taxi. Tulinganga abali mu taxi. Then they want to imprison the guy who is selling incentive. My question is, where was customs? Where was... I am trying to make it make sense, but I can't. But then again, the way that airline is run is a perfect representation of how our country is run, pretty much. Government, you're still asking about anyatufuga. Mulekera okwebuza anyatufuga. Government. Your vibes and inshallah. Yoka. Because when you look at how the Uganda Airlines sagas have been coming out and coming in on a daily. And then you look at how our government is. I would like to say that if you're new and you're not from Uganda and you want to visit, I just want you to say, I just want to tell you, you don't have to Google about us. No. Just Google about our airlines. It will give you a perfect picture of what this country is. Jesus is the Lord. Hey! My country humbles me. At this point, I feel like if Kaya Wisdom had called them and he's like, Bagai, Muninde, they could have waited for him. Eringa taxi. Bwebakola losi. Jukira yali yasoka nekola losi negendera ddala. Man, this country, no balance. It is not even life. There's just no balance in this here country. I stand a country. That caught my fancy, right? It did. Wouldn't that amaze you too? God damn. Hello. The whole radio and not radio, man, I miss that ninja. Every time I want to say Weasel, I can't help but say radio and Weasel. It was just like one of those things that we're so accustomed to. At the end of the day, like we're so accustomed to it. At the end of the day, you can't just say Weasel, you know. You usually have to say radio and Weasel. Then you catch yourself. You're like, yeah. But anyway, legends never die. The Weasel situation. First of all, for everyone who has been complaining, right, about what Daniela is doing, yeah, you have your reasons to complain. You know, we're African, we're raised a certain type of way. Silence is one of those things that we are told to always observe, right? So, what what humbled me, and this is a conversation we are not ready to have, is when she took to her platform and she called out Weasel's mom. And she go like, oh, you encourage this ish. You encourage it. I'm like, whoa. Hey! She is not afraid. But then for me, that was like a telltale all. Camille just left here after not being with his family for quite some time. So you'd expect the happily married couple to be, together. And I love the fact that she has a mind of her own. I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that she can now speak. She was the most quiet person. She never used to say none. She would always she was like that. I don't know how to explain it, but she never used to say anything. All of a sudden, she is vocal. She is proud and vocal. I'm like, oh, this America here. It will give everyone a voice. Man, she came out at Radio's mom. And then I heard Radio's mom say something about Sandra and Wizo was supposed to Kwanjolo Kuchala or something like that. And there was a genocide. I was like, I'm not going to say I won't say that's a senior citizen, but anyway, back to Daniela. For me, for Daniela to come out and say the things that she's saying, it kind of sends a message home for me that she is coming from a place of, I know it, I have been there, I've experienced it, and I'm tired of shutting up. Because these Mayanja boys and their tempers. Hey, what's in there say? These Mayanja boys and their tempers. But the way Daniela is so vocal about it and so passionate about it, it honestly gave me the hint that, yeah, now we're bakufulanga labi. But finally, you can say something through another being. In the meantime, as all this speculation is going on, and everyone is saying all this stuff, there's this hashtag stop gender-based violence, and the feminists are quiet, and the men are saying no, and Gravito Mutuju is being an idiot. Joe. Weasel and Sandra are on IG taking photos with captions of Bonnie and Clyde. Let me tell you something about knowing your self-worth. You just need to learn how to know it. I don't know how to even explain it. I know I can do better than that. 'Cause damn. Literally, the whole world just saw you beaten black and blue. But here you are, trying to silence the naysayers. At what cost? I keep telling people, teach your daughters that coming back home alive is way better than coming back home in a casket. Sika bufumbo. I know I sound very contradictory because I'm also pro-marriage, but munaki. If it is true and that beating that she got was really a beating, she needs psychological help. Because right now she is like, this is a Stockholm Syndrome situation. She needs her tormentor in order for her to... I mean, the Randis, I think, was it the High Commission? It actually also came out and said, yeah, Sandra is back in Rwanda with her kids and, all is going well. A couple of her friends also admitted to it on their socials. In my head, I'm like, by the time it's such a big deal like this, honey, boo, pie, what the F are you looking for? Weasel is up on his IG, taking photos. They posted up. They're living it up. For the gram, people, for the gram. This is the same woman and same man. This man had the audacity to get his own kids, his own blood. Could get. Y'all remember that? Could get your bar. I'm like, whoa. You see, I think not everybody deserves to be married. I think it was designed for a few, and that's a conversation we need to be honest with. Some people were meant to be married, some people were not. Some people were meant to have babies, some people are not meant to have them, because Jesus, Lord, that was not a beating. That was that woo child. Oh my God, and she told us that she was mugged. I'm like, damn, they were mad at you. It was at the bar, yeah. He dropped his babies, toddlers, at the bar. That was not, and then again, this is my question. Have you guys seen the police intervene in any way of sorts? Enanga can come out and tell us about children who are dabbing on a bus. Perfect teenage behavior. But when it comes to a situation as big as this, where it is a public figure, we all see it, the rumor is rife. Anyway, piano, but man, I was humbled, small. Ladies, sika serebu, hey, sika abana n'obufumbo. Kwata mwebi byogende mujagabana custody badia teri birabo. There has never been a present or a prize given for the most sufferer. Oba suffering. I have never seen anybody be awarded that on this day we hereby would like to congratulate you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the winner of suffering. Even Jesus didn't get a prize for his suffering. You, who are you? Who are you? Bana bawala mwedeko. And when I say bana bawala, I mean you mothers of tomorrow too. Our boys are broken because we are raising them a certain type of way, especially the single mother. I was a single mom for a long time. I understand how we want to protect and shield our kids, so we raise them in a stupid way. But let me tell you, these kids are going to be the future. Look into that. Raise your children in a way you want another person to be. Like, if you raise your child the right way, you honestly want them to meet somebody who is also going to treat them the right way. So when you're raising your kids by people, put that into consideration. Raise these gentlemen. Raise them as gentlemen. Teach them. I know we like to ignore these things as parents, and in Africa especially, we don't want to talk to our kids. We don't want to be candid with so many situations, but I think it's about time we had that conversation, because when you look at the generation of men we are dealing with, I see women complaining, all men are dogs, all the men of this time are messed up. The men do the same thing too, but it is actually because of how that generation has been raised. Both parents were working. What? Both parents were working. So nobody really raised us. They either threw us in boarding schools from P1 all the way to S6, and then they want to tell us, I did not raise you like that. But dear parents, who did you raise? If you're having a child right now, I really need for y'all to take a minute out. This one is an outcry to all of you people who are planning on having families, to all of you people who are planning to be called mommy or daddy. I think we need to start having very harsh conversations with our kids. We need to start teaching our kids right from wrong. Don't just think monkey see, monkey do what monkey see will be enough. No, we need to do a lot. We need to do a lot, because when you look at the relationships that you have with your parents don't know you. To be honest, they don't. Because they are not building those relationships with you. And then you come out here, we as women are ending up with broken, traumatized men who don't even know they are broken and traumatized. The men are also dealing with broken, traumatized women who don't even know they're broken and traumatized. They're trying to place it on society. Oh, the times have changed. Oh, we are independent women now. Oh, a man can do this, a woman can do that. But we are actually coming from a place of we do not know. But again, those are conversations we're not ready to have, right? They're conversations we're not ready to have. Man, we are so broken as a generation. It humbles. These are my people. Dear parents, have conversations with your kids. Tell your kids you're proud of them always. Tell your kids they can be anything they want to be. Teach them how to imagine greatness. They will achieve that greatness. But if you keep raising your kids and you're not raising them, if you keep just throwing them around and thinking you're throwing money at them and putting them in good schools and paying for DSTV and buying them tablets is going to make them better grown-ups. Hey, I got news for you, my dear. You will end up with either a Mayanja or a Sandra. Now imagine a broken Mayanja met a broken Sandra. What are their kids going to be like? They are also going to be broken and they are going to look for another broken person because that is what they resonate with. When you're used to toxicity, that is the best thing you know. You will always attract toxicity. I remember there's a conversation I was having, and it came from a stand-up comedian. It was Cat Williams. I love to watch stand-up comedy because within the jokes is a lot of wisdom. So Cat Williams said something. He's like, when all these women are out here complaining, like, oh my goodness, I met the first guy who was horrible. And second guy who was a mess. That guy was also horrible. I got 4 baby daddies and all of them ain't shit. And he said, you don't have to complain about the baby daddy. The question you need to ask yourself is, what is it about me that keeps on attracting these broken, messed up men? Vice versa for the boys. So that's why I'm saying we're coming from a place of trauma, but we don't even know we're traumatized. We need to heal as a generation. We really need to. We'll be out here screaming and yelling how so woke we are as a generation, how so all of these things. When you see us flex our intellect on all these social media platforms and trying to live it up on socials, you actually think we are sensible people. No, we are a broken generation. I'm going to keep saying that. And each one of us has the duty. The onus is on you to look inside you and understand I need to heal my childhood traumas. I need to heal so many things about me. Your childhood traumas are moving with you and you do not know. I said it last time. Everything you do is coming from a place of memory. Your conscious only works because it's a memory. So you fear hot water because at some point you touched something hot and that was a core memory unlocked. So we are living off those fears. You get what I'm saying? As a generation, we are so broken. It humbles. It humbles. Because I kept seeing people on social media talking about this whole Wizo and Sandra thing made me look at how we are reasoning as a society and a generation. Hey. We be all up on these socials saying, stop this, stop that, you're bad, you're this, I'm smart, you're not, you're broke, I'm rich. But when the lights go off and the phones and the itchy trigger fingers are not on these keypads and we are just left with ourselves by our lonesome looking in the mirror. But dear, we got a lot of work to do. Why? Hey! Mama say, we got a lot of work to do. We be out here trying to pretend we got this shit together. We do not. Newsflash. We do not have our shit together. We need to heal. We need to understand why we are the way we are in this time and era. Imagine if the Mayanjas can sit back and understand where their trauma comes from so that they can truly heal on the inside. No amount of us rebuking Weasel is going to help anything. No amount of us rebuking Sandra for staying is going to amount to anything. It's supposed to be an individual work through. You are supposed to look at yourself and say, I need to heal. Because when you heal, you find yourself doing things that are good for you. You have toxicity on the inside and you don't want to accept it because you don't know it. And I can't fault you, but newsflash, but dear, we need to work on ourselves. Whoever is watching this, I know you may sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm no wife beater. Oh, I'm not a domestic violent person. Oh, no, you have traits about you that speak volumes about your upbringing. And you have normalized them to yourself. Each one of us, each one teach one, each one of us needs to sit back down and reflect. If you're a parent, oh yeah, take that time out. Me, one thing I decided to do, I was raised in a loving way. My father did. I call my father the superhuman ninja. My daddy, I'm a proud girl. I think I know my value and my worth because I had a daddy who never looked at me in any other way but you're awesome. And you can do anything and you're allowed to be opinionated. You're allowed to be loud. And I'm raising my kids in that open way. I raise my kids in an open way. We talk about every conversation openly. Most people will be like, in Africa, so I'm on this school forum, if you're a Ugandan parent or an African parent, usually these schools will put them in forums, right? Like for the parents, just to keep abreast of that's happening with the kids, or if you have any complaints. So I'm on this forum for my son and my daughter, and the parents go like, someone forwarded a message and they were like, oh my goodness, guys, SpongeBob and this other I think it was the Loud House cartoon, they are teaching children lesbianism and gayness. I'm like, wow. And all the other parents rushed to it. They're like, yes, you see, even, take everything away from them. Don't make sure they don't watch the TV. Make sure they don't have access to all of these things because they are going to teach them how to be gay. I'm like, ay. Hey! Gachali mabaga bazadde bange mugenda kutuka emitima. You know why? Because you are afraid to have conversations about what is going on with your kids. Me, I've talked to my kids about gay situations. I have. And I told my kids it's perfectly normal. You have been raised in a home where you haven't seen it, but when you go out there, I don't want you to be either homophobic or shook by it. And my kids know about it. They're not bothered by it. It's not them. But I want them to understand that in this world, there is a variety of people and you have to be accepting to everybody's variety. But you know what African parents do? They're like, shun the devil. Hey, devil, get behind me. Don't talk about it. Don't think about it. Don't breathe about it. Just don't eat. I'm like, well, there's some ones who are not raising these kids. They get up at the crack of dawn, go to school and come back from the age of 4 to when they finish campus. At the age of 24, your parents don't know you. These kids are going to come back here and shock you with who they really are. Because you don't want to have honest conversations. Your child might be a serial killer and you don't know. Because what? Serial killers are not made in a special way. They are amongst us. Rapists are amongst us. They were also raised. Mbu. Wife beaters also have parents. But dear, you better start having conversations because these conversations help us fix ourselves on the inside. They make us fix the kids we're raising. They help us raise a wholesome person. When I look at somebody homophobic, I am not afraid that my kids will ever come out and be homophobic towards a gay person. Never. It would be unheard of. It will never happen because I've had these conversations with them. And they understand these are just people like you, but they made different choices with their life, and to each their own. Y'all take what I'm saying? This stuff is deeper than rap. Where these issues are the ones giving us tissues. You find the parents crying. I'm like, no, you're not crying because your child is bad. You're crying because you didn't know your child is bad, because you never took the time out to know them. But that's why you see, when Daniela was calling out Wizo's mom and she's like, you always tell them to be veko, to be the I'm like, yeah. Even rather Wizo's mom also has her own traumas. She doesn't even know. She cannot say they are those ones. She doesn't know. Healing needs to be done. Inner healing. Ate sigambe yes Sarah. Y'all need to face up to your demons. You better. You better. I'm just saying. But yo, still. Weasel, I think you need to take some time away. You're my boo-boo. I love you. And everybody knows that. I love me some Weasel. But I think you need to take some time out and reflect. So does Sandra. Whether y'all still want to stay married to each other, that's okay. It's perfectly fine. That's your issue. I ain't finna go into that. But one thing you have to understand is that you're raising kids, and these kids are going to end up mixing and mingling with other kids who are also being raised a certain type of way. So if you can't do it for yourselves, and do it for your kids, you'll need to seek some therapy. I know these are things we don't talk about in Africa. Ha! Therapy? What is therapy? Are you crazy? But dear, Bagambia, we are broken. We are a broken generation. We are a broken lot. Mama said, we are broken. So I believe, Wizo, if you have people that you love, and I know you are massively loved, this brother has love in his family. I mean, he has the best siblings ever. Y'all have seen their relationship. Camille, all of them. They are a tight-knit family. But if you truly say you love each other, you'll need to sit down and try to have a seance or something like that. You'll need to talk about what's really bothering you. Therapy, but dear, try it. It helps. Not drugs, not alcohol, and not social media trying to prove us wrong. You can try to prove us wrong for as long as you want to. It don't matter, because we don't really care. That's the thing people don't understand about social media. We don't really care. We care in that moment when we're on social. Excuse me. When we're on social, oh Lord have mercy, we care. As soon as we close the page like this, we go on about our own lives. When someone dies, as soon as we write RIP, life goes back. We do not care. So Weasel, social media is not going to validate you. You need to validate yourself by going and getting some help. Right? You need to go get you some help. Each one of us, if you feel they shit about you, you don't understand. Mulekera no nonsense wabalokole gwe bagamba mbu you have bazita batia they call them by name is generational curses. That is what they will say. Why nechi balondolo kuvewa bweneda? It is called trauma. You need to heal it. It is not tebiba goberera passe. Bigoberera na yesimu spiritual weje mugamba. No. Abalokole bagenda ne bagamba generational curses. If there were generational curses, do you know how many white people would have generational curses? But they are flourishing. They are living life. We are in their countries. Their countries are above us. So you think the Germans who slaughtered Jews have generational curses? Gende bujirimani olabe. Gende bujirimani olabe. How they are flourishing. This is not spiritual. Y'all need to go seek some therapy. You need to. Anyway, and today, because today I'm trying to make sure that I keep it short. I'm trying, right? And before we can go any further, for all of you who wanted to ask, you keep reaching out to me and telling me, hey T, how can we support the channel? It's quite simple. On YouTube, I have super stickers and super chats and memberships. Now, last week I told you guys about online, not last week, the other week I told you that I can do remote jobs for you. So after we get off this live, I am going to post a link up on YouTube. And for all the people who have joined and members, yes, all of you can access that link. It's going to take you to a Google form that is going to ask you a couple of tiny questions. Fill them in, send it in, and we will definitely get back to you via email with the right job. So here's how it's going to work. You go to my YouTube, the link is going to be there for everybody. But because I made it specific that if y'all want to access these jobs that I'm going to put up, I also need to get something out of it. Yeah, I'm helping the nation, but hey, muveka sawa. So the least you can do is actually join and be a member on my YouTube. Join and be a member, and when you get that form as a member, it's easy for us to verify that you are a member. We will send you the link, you will fill it in, and you will actually get the job. Yeah, we will send you back a job. But if you are not a member, even if you get the link and fill it in, but dear, you will not get an email. I'm just saying. So for all of you who wanted remote online jobs that can pay you between $30 an hour, $25 an hour, it's that simple. Become a member on our platform, fill in that form, hand it over to us, and we will definitely send you whatever it is you need. For all of you who need to support me on Facebook, you can send me stars. I think that's how it works. And yeah, for all of you who still want the remote jobs, it is that simple. Join, become a member on my YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Don't just watch it. Head out to my YouTube and subscribe. Then if you want to get you some jobs, it's simple. Become a member. Now, I know most of you have been complaining that whenever you go to join and become a member, it tells you to use a card. It is not. You can use your debit card. You know that. I think most of us have ATM cards, right? Yeah, you can use your debit card to pay for that because is not allowed. I don't know how Kenyans are so lucky that M-Pesa is actually linked to their YouTubes, but for us, is not allowed. I tried to do the Momo Pay, it doesn't allow it either. So for now, all you have to do is get a debit card and pay up for membership. It's actually quite cheap. It's 10K and 20K, depending on the perks. And for the members, there are going to be other perks. I know you can see the badges in the membership part when you go there. So what happens is the perks are different. Y'all can have a Q&A with me every once in a week. Y'all can definitely have, we're going to have lives only for members. And I'm going to actually give you tidbits about my life because I know I'm such a private person, but some of you have been reaching out and trying to figure out like, how is she? Yeah. So if you join as a member, there are those packs. You get to have Q&As with me. You get to have exclusivity to online remote jobs that are globally hiring, not just in America. These are globally hiring. So, Oboli Chankwanzi. Or Somalia, if you're in Sudan, Qatar, wherever you are, the UAE, these jobs are actually there for you. And for everybody who is sending me messages on my WhatsApp, Badia, Nabagamba, WhatsApp, your business, itemumenya. But Bambi temumenya. You'll be texting me. I'm like, they don't get it. They do not get it. But so that's just about our YouTube update for all of you who have been asking me about the remote jobs. That's what's going to happen. And then there were some of you who were asking about leaving the country to go to Canada and the US of A, scholarship, school, and all of that. I will be putting up a phone number to a company that can actually help you. They are legitimate. and they'll give you whatever you need. Consultation fee is actually 150K in case you want to have their attention. So I'll also post that. I am here. I am all for opportunities. I am here to grow us. We are going to grow together, small, small. We are only 27K subscribers, but I believe with as small as our family is, we are going to do a lot. I want everybody to be successful. I want everybody to make a quick buck. Economy mujiraba. So join, become a member. Let me send you all these jobs, and let's flourish. Let's blossom. Yeah, I think that's a good thing, right? It is a good thing. Yeah. So I don't even know what else I should say about that. Okay. The title of my the title of this today's episode, I had to give it a title. So Kenya went to the polls. Kenya went to the polls. And Uganda was watching on in awe. We're like, what? They have internet? What? All the presidential candidates are in their houses and it's peaceful. No one has been evacuated from their premises for their own good. What? You mean their electoral commission, which is the IBEC, is working? What? How is that even possible? Oh my goodness. You mean the televisions can actually not take sides and they are reporting openly? What? Yeah, Uganda was doing a lot of mama. I am Uganda. I am a Ugandan. Hey, my dear. This is what shooketh me. As soon as they went to the polls, I'm sitting, I am watching all of this stuff in awe. I'm like, Lindako. Bano bagayinga bali peaceful. I'm like, Lindako. Internet kweli. There is no army personnel. You went to the polling stations, and the army people that were that are the police station were not even really army, mostly police, are just minding their own business. They're just there to keep calm, and there's no calm needed to keep. Like, how is this possible? How is it even possible that they actually can get another president while we are still doing 40 years of this sentence? I call it a sentence. I'm like, these Kenyans are not African at all. They are embarrassing us Africans. We are known. Did y'all also notice that the Western world couldn't really report anything about the Kenyan election because it was so peaceful? Because they are used to us having drama in Africa when it comes to our democracy. But when we are doing it the right way, they have nothing to say. They're just like, yeah, they're voting. There's nothing there. I was like, wow, Kenya. At that point, I was looking at Kenya like they're from some strange universe. That they held campaigns and never, not once, was a candidate put on a kabangali, tear gas thrown, venues closed, denied where to sleep. Never, not once. Not one. Mama. What? Panavana Kenya Basaka. I was in shock. I juxtaposed our recent election with the Kenyan one, and I felt small. I'm like, we cannot. Uganda left the chart. The IBEC, which is their electoral commission, very smooth. All the elections are up. You can tally them as an individual. They are not missing forms. They are not missing DS. What were they? DS forms. There is nothing missing. Everything is in the open. Actually, you as a candidate on your team can sit back and count your votes again. Their electoral commission chief, very nice guy, with respect. The guy is counting the votes in every municipality, county, and you name it. Very humble guys, to a point that if one made a mistake and some drama erupted like this, you'd hear them in the background. Well, that one is my mistake. I am very sorry. We can actually fix it. I'm like, how? How are these Kenyans, this diplomat? How do they live? Are we from the same region? I was watching this whole election. I'm like, they have not yet officially announced the winner. Huh? And there is no madness in Kenya. People have gone about their business. It is okay. The presidential aspirants hey, slept in their homes, are still in their homes. Now, if you want to know anger and a lot of jealousy, the previous President Uhuru Kenyatta, Ninja is walking about very freely. There are videos coming out of people finding him on the road walking, and they're like, Jambo sir. He's like, hello, how are you? It feels good. I am retired. He is being picked up from Changa joints to go drink his keroro. I'm like, wow. Wow. This is just preposterous. I'm flabbergasted is the word. I'm like, how? How? Jesus. Of course, as usual, Uganda also tried to feature in there. They found 2 cars that had ballots, and the election is going on in Kenya, and they found 2 cars that had ballot papers that were pre-ticked. I'm like, Uganda just had to feature it. We just can't help it. How did Kenya do this? Like, this level of democracy is just unheard of in East Africa. If I am Museveni at this point, I'll be seated there and call these people up and tell them you cannot make, you're setting a bad precedent for us as African rulers. What? My Lord. Everything was smooth, is still smooth. And as soon as they officially announce the winner, wait and see. It will be smooth. They will say, I would like to thank my counterpart who also participated. We are going to work together to Nawakirisha, and we are going to bring Kenya and make it strong. I'm like, yes, you are. We do not doubt it. Uganda left the chat. Ah! Jesus is the Lord. These Kenyans are just something. How dare they respect? How did they disrespect Museveni like this by showing him that we have democracy? It works. Never ever once in my life have I wanted to associate with my Kenyan side. Yo, I'm married to a Kenyan. At this point, I am thinking, I can start saying I'm Kenyan because, wow. Just wow. My youth. These Kenyans are not to be played with. Mama say, there was no army anywhere. There was no tear gas. Electricity stayed on. Internet was on. People were respectful. Hey! No. Kenya is not in East Africa. No. Kenya is not in East Africa. Kenya is probably located somewhere up here. How dare they hold an election and make Donald Trump's election look even worse? Kenya. Hey, there were insurrections in America. Kenya is calm. Kenya is not in East Africa. I don't care what you say. Tebali nafe. But tuli wala. Hey, if it is a runner, Kipulima and Chiptegei have officially left a very pregnant Nzikuru behind. Years away, light years. Ngaha, Kenya Ngaha. This was showing off of the highest level. Show-offs. They were really showing off, my Lord. Hey! I saw what was in Kenya. I'm like, you know, when they went through their turmoil in 2007, I think that was that. They learned from their mistakes and they perfected democracy. Oh, they perfected it. As soon as they got rid of their old nonsensical constitution, brought in a new one, Kenyans were done with killing each other or fighting over the politics, and they just want their country to blossom and flourish. And ladies and gentlemen, boy has it. This is a country that doesn't have almost as much as we do. But every big company, Google, you name it, all of their headquarters are in Kenya. No, Kenya is not in East Africa. Kenya is not in East Africa. Kenya is not in East Africa. It is somewhere else. Wow. Never have I seen something that beautiful. This close to home. You will talk about the Zambias and all of them. In East Africa. Hey, they were showing off. I am officially a Kenyan. Even Rihanna could do. Someone has posted it and I've noticed it. There is Fenty in Kenya. There is no Fenty in Uganda. Buli ekirungi bakitwala Kenya. Mama. Bali batuleka da. Nkademu. Batuleka da. I was watching it. I'm like, you know when you see a very pretty girl and you know she's pretty and she knows it and you know you can't change it, but you just can't help but hate? That was my feeling towards Kenya. I'm like, how dare they? So we do what? Kenya is not in East Africa. Touch your neighbor. Tell them Kenya is not in East Africa. It is somewhere else. Where? To see Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president, 2 terms, be able to walk on the streets of Kenya, Nairobi or wherever he is, and just bump into locals and just go like, yo, what up? What do you do? How you do? He's like, I'm enjoying retirement. And they're like, yeah, big up on yourself. Bye. See ya. I'm like, oh, just imagine Tiba Haburwa. Imagine Tiba Haburwa walking down Kampala Road. Who is a Kubori? Hey, ezisigadde zikwatattaka tukubayo. Wowe tuyinza mujjamu ebyenda ne tubyegabira. Kenya? Nedda. Kenya balimbye nnyo nabo balimba. Wow. Beautiful. Wow. Kenya is not in East Africa. Zanyenda kaddamu. At first, I thought Tanzania was not in East Africa. Remember when Magufuli died? And we expected there to be chaos and all of that. And Salam came in and it was a smooth transition. Hey, it was smoother than Michael Jackson's moonwalk. Then Kenya shows up and it is like, we can do better. Why are these people embarrassing Tiba Haburwa like this? Can't he sit? Can't he sit with these people and ask them how come? Hey, Mama says, I didn't Kenya Katamun Zambuza and a gambam from Kenya. Never do we engage into Uganda be like I'm Ugandan. Musafari Wanava Kuntebe, I am Ugandan. But for now, in this beautiful time, I am Kenyan. Why? Bali Batu Swaziza. We had no internet in the country for 3 days. Was it 3 or 4 or 5 days? Kenya's internet is on and popping. Election tallying is done openly. NBS to delete. NBS was deleting results. Hey, Kenya doesn't know who their next president is going to be, but Uganda knows who our president is going to be in 2026. Banange. Bwe bagamba tusituke twekolera ekintu nga mugamba njogera bubi nedda. Some shit needs to change. Some shit needs to change. Ha! No. Uganda, we need to change certain things. I can't, no. Oba Museveni tugenda mugenda, oba tugenda ku State House tumusituleyo tumujeyo tumusule lwaki tulo, oba tumukole tutya simanyi tugende. Tusituke, mulekerawo okunga, tusituke tugende. Hey. Museveni will just be driving from State House to the market and they have to carry an entire... He has to move with armored vehicles and personnel. Uhuru is walking alone. He's drinking changa in a local bar. Way. Uganda. We need to fix some shit. I know it's laughable right now, but don't you want to be like them? When you look at them, when you look at Kenya, don't you not even low-key want to be like them? When you look at them, don't you go like, we deserve that? Fetuli wano bali tugamba 2026 Museveni is coming back. If he's not coming back, he's sad. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck is going on up in this bitch? Like, what? Kenya is out there flexing its democratic muscle. Wow. Yo, Kenya is not in East Africa. It is not. It is in Europe. Kenya is not. Wow, why? And you can't tell me that I should not celebrate now. I'm seeing a comment that the problem is later when they announce. No. Kenyans know what they went through in 2007. They ain't finna do that madness again. All of their candidates are actually rallying the troops to tell people be calm, be cool and collected. They do not want to mess up their economy. These guys have serious Ubuntu. Where? Abana Uganda tuchali ku Facebook tukaba Jesus weni, Lord weni. God is not going to fix this. If anything, your first lady has been saying, and we pray. Whenever we pray, what has she changed? God is not coming to fix our problem, Uganda. We got to do it on ourselves. Bank of Uganda yavude. Bank of Uganda yavude negamba tetulina center for our priority budget. I'm like, Basically, what they're saying is you are on your own. Shit is about to get realer than real. It's real. It's going to get realer. But guy, we need to fix some shit. But yeah, man, Kenya was. Look at their economy. Look at their economy. Look at their governance. You see, when you have good governance, it reflects on every aspect of your country. It will show up in your in your economy. It will show up in your tourism. It will show up in everything you do, because you have systems that work. I didn't know why we had all our runners that keep keeps in Zomanyi Sibaula. There are many keeps lagati, keep this, keep. Wait. I wondered why they all trained from Kenya in Eldoret. Because these guys took the time out and they're like, we shall build these facilities for our runners. Bali ku doi. Mani doi. Mama. Kenya is not in East Africa. Kenya tell you East Africa. Chidemo chigambe muno. Kenya is not in East Africa. Walala. But ebintu byabwe babikola totally different. tuli wano tuli ku doi bwe tugenda ku Facebook tukwagala M7 tukoye genda #removing a dictator. Badia hashtag tezigenda kumujjako. Nze ngamba tusituke. Nze ngamba akasiriranka kanji tukoledde bingi. Tuli ku vibes and inshallah. I keep telling you people, I mean it. Vibes and freaking inshallah. That's what we do. Hey, the region has left us. Kenya is doing so well. Tanzania is doing so well. Rwanda, you people hate to compare us to Rwanda, but truth of the matter is they are doing so freaking well. Uganda, though, is still on vibes and inshallah. #doi. We are removing a dictator. He must go. Hey! Keep joking. Badia, keep joking. Nzambusa katindi muna Kenya temunyumiza. Hey! What? A real formidable opposition. These guys they hated, I mean, come on. Ruto was with Uhuru in the previous election and they won together as his vice. Then they got a bitter fallout and he decided, I'm running for presidency. Have you people seen the numbers? They are going toe to toe. Hey, when this one is at 58%, the other one is at 50%. I'm like, we didn't know. Bakai bali real. Mama. It's such a close call election. It clearly shows you that the people want who they want. They have not been coerced. For us, we slept when we were at 20%. 30 minutes later, power went off. It came back again. TVs went off a little bit and we were at 50%. I'm like, And meanwhile, they had not even yet counted Kampala and some other places. But they were like, Museveni has sins. I'm like, whoa. They asked the Electoral Commission in Uganda, where are you getting the votes you are tallying? Piabakama said, I don't know. I don't. But dear, Piabakama said, Simanyi, but just to know they are there. Mama. Hey! Mujira mukubazi #aba baby. Mukubazi #ajagenda. Wow. Like literally. Wow. I cannot even. My cannot at this point because they were showing off for reals. They I was watching all of this stuff down to the campaigns. Not a minute of madness would last. When they get their madness, it lasts like 20-30 minutes and people are back to normal. Mama, Jesus is the Lord and Savior. Simaina kumanya na yechijja kugwa baddi. Woo! Meanwhile, I thought I gave you that news, by the way. Bank of Uganda said Tebalina's economy. The one that they told you the economy is going, it is not going anymore. It is not going, actually. Wow. Basically, your country that doesn't have a bank, you don't have a governor. Yeah, we don't have the Bank of Uganda governor. We do. And they have said the economy is going to get worse. Yep. But our president keeps coming on TV to tell us we need electric cars and electric borders. And we have his oil. Moi. Chai. Ka. That was humble. Something I wanted to talk about. Kenya. I'll keep here in awe. I am in awe. What? Abona ngamba, you're suffering with passport renewals. Ojali ku passport renewals when they're saying they're going to scrape off all the national IDs or something like that. I was like, first of all, why does my nationality have an expiry date? I don't get it, but okay. The card could have an expiry date, right? Or can it be in the system that they know I am a citizen and just keep renewing it until I say otherwise? Muchaka have a passport. The same country that said not more than 10%. We're not even 10% Ugandans have passports. You're crying about renewals. Just let that sink in. That you have a population of 45 million, 46 million, or thereabouts, but not even 10% or less than 10% have passports. You people think these things are funny. They are not. They are not, but dear, we are in the shits. We are in the dogs. At times, my cannot can. But we have people like Anita no obugulu obwamusiwunga konna kafaanana ng'ensejjere obugulu bwa Maya. He must stay. Wow. Anyway, moving forward, another conversation I wanted to have, because there are times about politics in being so better. Can Ugandans on Twitter, especially, but actually, not just Twitter, Facebook, all these platforms, can you stop making noise about Kizza Besigye's son? Mutujeko obusamavu. Kino nkyogera with authority as a parent. Because I've seen you people bash that young boy. I've seen you people bash his mother for how he is. But you forget that this is their life. Each one of you has an individual life. You make your own choices. If Anselm decided to be who he is, what right, the audacity of you to go on his socials and say, oh my goodness, you are this and that. Wa mulisa. Oh musuza. I mean, you can attack someone based off of what they do, especially if it has to do with society and community. That one I am all for, because I do that. But I'm not going to attack somebody's sexuality. It shows how, I can't call it uncouth, but it shows how so very much you are not exposed. And this has nothing to do with the first world or the other world. This has everything to do with life choices. You all come on their platforms and you're like, but does Besigye also sit with his son? Yamuzaala dda amuzzeeyo mu lubuto. Amuzzeeyo. Bane mutuggyeko obusamaavu. Leave that boy alone. Fact of the matter is, and he is a smart boy. He's at Harvard. He was at Harvard. Half of you have barely gotten your degrees or diplomas, medical certificates. Muwagire gays. This one is asking me, Muwagire gays. Who told you they need your support? The gay community doesn't need anybody's support. They don't. You saying you are not going to support the community bothers me, especially in Africa. How do you say you're not going to support it? It's out here. Whether you hate it, whether you want to just sweep it under the rug and bury your heads in the sand and act like it's not there, it's here. These are the things I was saying at the beginning of this live. Have conversations with your children. Expose yourself to knowledge. Be comfortable enough to understand that in this world, there are different people who are taking a different path from yours. And it's okay for them. That's what they want. That's who they are. Teach your children how to make a difference between all these things. You know? Teach them how to discern from advice and a practice that is not supposed to be, but don't shove it in their face by saying, it is wrong. Before you tell a child it is wrong, have you made them understand it? I see Africans always saying, we do not support gay. I know so many people who are in the closet in Uganda. If we were to name drop, Mujakaba. You have people in your families who you know are gay, but because you decide to pretend it is not existing, everybody keeps it like an open secret in the family. Have the conversations, Mutujeko Siru. You're not shielding no one. I like when you say that you're trying to shield anyone. They're going to grow up and experience these things, and then they're going to be very shocked when they are confronted by them. Nobody's telling you to tell them do it. No. What we're trying to say is open conversation and tell your kids that these things exist. You can give your 2 cents about it and what you feel about it. You can say you don't like it. You can say you like it. You can say whatever, but let it be an open conversation. Nze I know politicians. We know so many politicians who have been sleeping with young boys. We know so many people in the arts industry who are doing this same stuff. But we want to pretend we shall not support it. It is not here. It is wrong. It is here. It is amongst you on a daily. I am not justifying it. Every one of us has their own thoughts towards it. And each one of you is entitled to it. But you putting this whole mystery about it and making it a taboo, and taboo for how long? It's the inevitable. Who told you they need your support? We shall not support it. You're not supporting them. They don't need your support, my dear. I see you trying to act like, oh my goodness, Lord, have mercy. You have them in your families on a daily. And you know there's some type of way. You have them at your workplaces. You have them in your places of governance. But you want to say, oh my God, we shall not talk about it because when we talk about it, we are supporting it. Muriba Siru. Okay, so not talking about it, how has it helped? How has it helped? Thank you for shielding them. How has it helped? Everybody is entitled to what they do. And it always bothers me about us straight people. Straight people can easily castigate a gay person and say, oh my goodness, it is so wrong. Even the Bible says it. But do you know that a gay person is also looking at you as a straight person and is like, ew, how are you doing it with somebody else? It's weird. We all have different points of view. We do. We have different points of view. Being gay is just, for me, how I look at it and how I made peace with it, it's just your sexual preference. That's what you want. It's a sexual preference. How am I supposed to be bothered by what you choose to do in your bedroom? When you come back out here, it is fair grounds, my dear, for me. Because when I go to my bedroom and I do what I do, that's my choice. It's what I like. Ain't nobody confused about people who don't like to give head in the bedroom. Gabotemu complaining. Huh? It's a point of view. It's a preference. So if I don't like to give head, does it make me a weirdo? No. It's what you're doing in the bedroom. I don't care about that. How you decide to sleep late at night ain't my problem. But I'll be damned if I can't have an honest conversation and tell my kids, because I'm talking to my kids here. I'll tell my kids, like, oh, look, when you go out there in this world, there are people who are like this. There are some people like this. There are also people like this. So all these varieties, my dear boy and daughter, are in the world. I need you to know about them so that when you go out, right, you know they are there. But it should not get you triggered because you know they are there. They are there. Someone has just commented by here, America's rap. Go back to all my YouTube videos. I have always said this. I am not offended by someone's sexual preference. I will never be. It will never make me look at them a different type of way. It will never make me feel like a certain type of way. No. The alphabet people, I love me the alphabet people because they're people and I love people. I don't care which part of the alphabet they're sitting in. Is it the L? Is it the B, G, T, Q? I don't care which part of the alphabet you are. I love the alphabet people. That's it. Because they're people. In Africa, y'all make it look like, oh my goodness. When we have these conversations, you don't want to be honest. I told you in the beginning, rapists are born. Serial killers are born. Gay people are also born. We are all born. Which makes us what? Part of this human race. Now you'll be triggered about it. Be triggered. Oh, be triggered. But me and my household will have these conversations so that when my son walks out of this house and he finds two men kissing, he's not going to be like, oh, good Lord, blimey. No, he's going to be like, well, that's what you like. Respectfully, I don't got a problem with that. That's who you are. Because I'm going to give him the options, the choices to make in life. You have two things in life, a chance and a choice. But you're leaving our children to go out there, zero clues. And then they end up siding them in and telling them it's good. And they join, then you're like, oh, those people turned our children. Nobody turns your child. It is a misguided direction either, or it is something that they feel like it is one of those. Huh? But imagine if your child, who you say is, they are going to expose them to this, they are going to teach them this. Imagine if your child knew about it and you told them and you're like, son, I need us to have a conversation. Nze mukulaba okwange, nze ekikolwa sikyagala. Kibi nnyo gye ndi nganze. Naye njagala okimanye mbu bw'ona agenda eyo ebweru, munnange waliyo abali bwe batyo. Waliyo abali embwa, waliyo abali abantu mwana wange gye bali. Your child is going to walk out knowing at any given point I might find people who eat dogs. Do I want to eat dogs as a person? Choice, no, but I've heard about y'all. Definitely, I have. Oh, come on now, be triggered. I see you. We're going to be triggered by this conversation. Some with molesters. We have so many molesters in our families. They rape our children on a daily in the families, an uncle, a cousin. They molest your children on a daily, but oh, it is taboo to talk about it. Sweep it under the rug and act like, oh my goodness. You don't even take these people to police to answer for the things they're saying, but you want to be triggered that somebody has a sexual preference? You want to be triggered that someone got up in the morning and said, I think I like a dress. It's a fucking cloth. We were born naked. That means we have a total array of whatever we want to wear. If I wake up in the morning and I want to wear my husband's shirt, I'm gonna wear it. And you can't tell me nothing. It's a cloth. If I wake up and I feel like, oh, I don't like my boobs, I think I'm going to tap them down. My boobs! I will tap them down. Life preference. It's a choice. You'll keep... Man, I was so pissed off People going to that little boy's page and they're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe he's turned out like this. Or his father is like this. How could he do this like this? Stupid. Mind yours. It's a sexual preference, but dear. The way you go to the bedroom and you look after, the way you are a straight person will look at a girl and go like, damn, I'd smash that. And you don't get offended by that. You surely shouldn't get offended by if another person looks at the same sex and says, damn, I'd smash that. They are not out here being pissed off at you for smashing who you're smashing. Why are you pissed off at who they're smashing? Oh, get triggered. Get triggered. I've been waiting for this one. Get triggered, but dear. Oh, I can't wait to see the backlash that will come from this conversation because I know you're going to spread it. It will go on social media. Learn how to have these conversations in the open. Stop sweeping these things under the rug. Oh, we shall not support. Who told you they need your support? They're already existing. They even have more rights than you do because you keep trying to push them down. So they give them more rights. They care about them more than they care about you. It doesn't make it right at it is their choice, but it doesn't make it right. Why are you bothered? Is it happening to you? Are you Jesus, the Holy One? Are you the Messiah? The chosen one to decide that it is not right? What is right anyway in this world? I can see you using a fork and I'll be like, that is not right. You're supposed to use your hands. Preference. Preference. This whole nonsense of acting as a collective. No, stop acting as a collective in some situations and evaluate yourself as an individual. If you don't like something, that is your preference. That is what you want or don't want. And it's okay. You are entitled to an opinion about everything in this world. But what you're not going to do is bring your opinion on people who don't see the same problem as you do. So you hate chicken. Okay. I love chicken, but I'm not bothered by you who hates it because I love it. Funa wotula mukona and not eat your chicken, chew your grass. Come on now. These are conversations I know in Africa we don't want to have. Oh, they are taboo. They are taboo. They are so taboo. Oh, how dare she say these things? How has it helped with you saying we shall not support them? How has it helped your very many children who end up going to schools and meet other children whose parents have also not talked about it and they decide, oh, I think I want to explore my sexuality. You can't even bring yourselves to have the sex talk with your kids, but you want to be here and condemn a child for turning out right. Mbagambiechi. Your parents send you off from school from the age of 4 to when you're 24, 25. They don't know who the fuck you are because they're not raising you. The system is raising you. Oh, but you want to condemn. Okay. It's the hypocrisy for me. We can just pause this conversation with so many other things we consider taboo in Uganda in particular. These people don't need your support. They are all the support they need. Everybody is entitled to what they want. Nobody is bothered by you, a straight person, sleeping with 25 girls in 1 week. But you want to be the same guy who comes out here and complain that a young boy like Anselm decides to live his sexuality the way he does. It bothers you. Oh, it is wrong. Oh, but you, hoeing around, siring kids from women you don't even remember their first name, is okay. It means you're a man. Oh, you're so straight. You're a man. Okay. Okay. Hey. Oh, I know you're going to be triggered by this one. Because I've been seeing you riding that boy's crotch way too dry. Mususe. Aslam, how can he do it? How can it? Hey, boy is at Harvard. Have you met his father? Phenomenal man. Have you met his mother? Phenomenal woman. He's at Harvard. You're here in Ichadondo with your diploma, certificate, degree. That is not even going to guarantee you a job. You're looking at life is was. Oh, but you're so offended that he decided to live his life how he does. Someone had the audacity to ask me that, T, what if it is your child and they come back and they tell you they're gay? I'll be like, why, lovely. I'm glad you've decided what you want in life. Because 6 feet under we go. Each one of us is going to die alone. They'll put you in your casket alone. We shall forget about you 10 minutes after we walk away from your casket. We will not think about what you liked to eat, which clothes you liked, who you felt was wrong, all right. No, we shall forget your ass. Let people live their lives, my dear. Let people live their lives, okay? I'm just being honest here. It's going to trigger most of you, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, that was pretty much it for me today. I think I gotta go because I know. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about. You know how these white people keep telling us, okay, not white people, all these people in these first world countries keep telling us we're like savages. Oh, you're mistreating your animals. How do you put your dogs in cages and on leashes? I done seen some dogs out here and I'm like, so these people think these dogs are happy. You have a cat locked in one space the whole day and night, year in, year out. All it does is walk around that small space, eat food, and sit on a window to watch life outside. And you're telling me that that is you treating this pet right? Dogs were born to roam. Cats were born to roam around. But every time you bring it out for 10 minutes on a leash. And these people have the audacity to tell us that we treat our animals the wrong way. I was watching a video that triggered me. I think it's in Masai Mara, right? And the wildebeest were trying to... They do this thing where they have to migrate during a particular season. And now there's all these tourists, these white people, you know, they're all in their cars and they're all trying to take photos and the cars are too many and they're overwhelming the wildebeest. So the wildebeest doesn't even know where to go. I'm like, and these people say we are savages. I feel sorry for the animals here. There's a cat where we live next door. It always just sits at the window and it's just always there, like, it just sits in the window like it's judging us. And I'm like, no, you can't judge me who is outside. You need to judge your owner. How you finna keep something locked up in a place? Even you, human beings, were so pissed off during COVID when we were in lockdowns that you had to stick in one environment, in your houses. But you're here telling me that your dog and your cat. Imagine if you were that dog. But these are conversations these people out here will not have. I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, before I say bye. Did y'all hear that story about Kazinda? Remember Kazinda, the guy who stole money? Yeah, he's been in jail 10 years, right? Now, apparently, the judge... I know, I'm going to go. Apparently, the judge lost interest in his case. He was charged for stealing 306 million. Now, for all of you who used to live in Bukoto, you know Kazinda's home. Ninja's home was like a hotel. I remember they found money stashed in different places and all of that. I mean, he was balling. Whenever he would get to that Kaboda stage in Bukoto, go Kirira or to the international school, that's where the home is. Just give money. Money was not a thing. But the judge lost interest in his case 10 years later, ladies and gentlemen. He said, I'll grant him bail of 7 million. I'm reading. Mukoye taina chanyamba. Wow. That is something. Anyway, that's my time for all of you. I give you my phone number so that I don't want to chat with you. If you are not reaching out to me for business, do not WhatsApp me. I repeat it, dear lovely people. I'm just saying. Just saying. Don't text me. It's kind of cringe. I love you, but I don't think I want to be texting that long about, hi, how are you? How is your day? Is this Tina? Like, Ninga, you didn't hear that I said it is my number. Which part didn't you get? Of course it is me. It's my damn number. So, if you got any business for me, the number to WhatsApp me on is 0754 298325. It don't matter if you text me and I read through your manyanga and it doesn't make sense. I will not even bother to reply. I will not. Yeah. But in case you have any other questions, you can also hit me up on any of my platforms at TinaFierce1 on Facebook, at TinaFierce1 on Twitter, at TinaFierce1 with an H on Instagram. My DMs are open to everybody. So that being said, I will catch you again same time next weekend. For all of you who are members, I will catch you in the week that's on Wednesday. If you know you are a member, we're going to start our live membership videos and Q&A with me, since y'all want to know everything about me. Yes. Yes, we'll do that on Wednesday. Again, I said, if you have business, if you want to advertise, or if you have anything that is business related and you want to make some money, or you want me to make some money, the number is 0754 298325. For now, I beg my leave. Thank you for all of you who took the time out to actually come here and watch. I know y'all could have been doing anything. Y'all could have been outside, waweru, na yenchi manyi economy na yetu zuoba. But y'all took the time out to come and hear me yell, kick, scream, and curse. And I am humbled by it. I appreciate it. This is a safe space. Our conversations are the safest because I'm open. I'm really open with whatever way the conversation goes. And I hope most of you are. Don't forget, like the videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also join to be a member. For now, I'm going to say good night. I'm out. Peace. Yep. Yes, sir.